everybody to my TBR. I'm so excited. This shelf is my TBR shelf, and today we're gonna be blindly picking out the books I'm gonna read for October, and I am so excited. I saw Faith from Faith's Reading Things do this, and I thought that was a great idea. We're gonna do it a little differently because all my TBR books are already on the shelf. So all I need to do is close my eyes, put on a blindfold, and pick out some random books. We're gonna pick out 10-ish books, depending on how I feel in the moment. Now, we know that I'm notoriously bad at keeping to my TBR, so this month I'm actually really going to try and read the books on there. I don't know how well that will go because I'm gonna still have to pick the books, right? I'm just here hoping and praying to the book gods above to just like bless me with some good pickings. Okay, I just want to pick some books. I have a few books that I really want to read, so I kind of know where they are. I don't know. I've been trying not to look at the shelf too much. However, it's the first thing I see when I wake up in the morning, so that's also not the best, but also it is the best because I love this view when I get up every day. So, without much more talking, let's get right into picking the books. I would like to mention that I put on jeans for you. If that is not commitment, I don't know what is. I don't sleep with sleep masks on. They bother me. This thing is cute though. I'm already scared. Ow. I don't know where I am. I think this is one of the books I wanted to read. This should be The Prison Healer. I don't know though. This is the book, this is the one book I'm sure of. I think this is my thriller shelf. Oh, I know from the texture which ones they are. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, this feels good. This feels good. Randomly picking this shelf. What is this? I don't know any of these. What's going on here? How about this? This. Feels good. I already lost count at how many books I am at. How about this? This seems like it's a good book to read. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna pick this book. Oh, this is a thick book. I don't know what this is. But we're reading it. Okay, how about we go to the romance? Okay, so I know the romance is down here. I know this is romance because I did this, all right? There's a book on top of here. How about we just read this book? No idea what it is. This is weird. Are we picking another one? Sure. Why not? Why not just pick this one as well? This is tiny. Ooh, it sounds nice though. What is this? Okay, how about this one? Oh, it's stuck. Okay, I have no idea how many books we're at right now, but I'm gonna go with 3 more. Is that 3? How am I not good at this? Okay, this one. Paperback. This shelf, we're gonna go with this book. This feels like nothing. I don't know what this is. I don't even know what that shelf is. I have no clue. Maybe here? Maybe this? Maybe this book. Ooh, this is heavy, but it feels nice. Okay, this is what we're reading. And with that, I'm done. And I was not in frame. Okay, let me collect all the books and sit back down with you. Ta-da! I did it! These are the books I picked. They are so random. Let me tell you how random they are. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. I thought I severely messed up the counting because I didn't count. I just picked random books. I also did not pick some of the other books that I wanted to read. I definitely wanted to read Rewitched, but for now, we have this. This is not a pile of books I would have collected because, well, just because. But let's start with the first and top book, which is The Unfortunate Side Effects of Falling in Love. I did mention this in my fall TBR video, so I'm gonna keep it short with this one. But this is essentially about a witch who thinks she's cursed to have a few big heartbreaks in her life, and how her grandma then gets diagnosed with cancer and only has a few weeks left to live. So she's like, this is my heartbreak. And then somebody she once knew rolls back into town, and she isn't sure what she wants more, to have a love life or to have magic, because the both of them cancel each other out. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be fall vibes, which I really like, so that's something that I'm looking forward to. The next book is interesting. This is The Dare by Al Kennedy. This is the 4th book in the Briar U series, I think. I'm not sure. I read the 1st book in that series anyway, and I'm probably gonna have to read the 2nd and 3rd book before I can read the 4th book. But I have a feeling I can do this because these are small books, they're fun, they're hockey romances, they're Kindle Unlimited. I'm gonna have a good time, it's gonna be easy peasy. And again, these are feel-good hockey romances with kind of toxic relationships. So our female main character is kind of like over her ugly duckling complex. I hate that. Already hate it. And she is like now in a sorority with lots of pretty mean girls. She doesn't want to be. She has issues fitting in with them, and she then has the dare to seduce a hot hockey player and like date him, I guess. So I think they're kind of like fake dating because Connor is actually a nice person. I don't know. It sounds good. It sounds fun. The Off-Campus series was a fun and good time, so I have high hopes for this. This is probably going to turn out great. Hate mail. The only reason I've been putting this book off is because the ebook is $16. I don't enjoy reading romance as a paperback, and this one is a particularly stiff paperback with small writing. So I've been putting it off because I was like, maybe the ebook is going on sale someday. But it's not. The ebook was more expensive than the paperback. What is this? But maybe I'm just gonna have to endure the paperback and just read. Because I can. I can do that. It's not that hard. I love the cover. It's so beautiful. Naomi and Luca have been pen pals since 5th grade. We're more like bitter rivals caught in an epic battle of insults and verbal jousting. Wait, they are actually writing each other hate mail? How old are they? But what starts as a hilarious chain of hate-filled letters slowly develops into a friendship spanning coasts and years. That is until one day, years later, when the letters suddenly stop. It's been 2 years since Naomi last heard from Luca. 2 years since the letter that changed everything. But when a new envelope turns up out of the blue on her desk at the local news station, Naomi is determined to not let Luca have the final word. This sounds good. I remember why I bought this, because it sounded cute and good and I liked it. I am gonna have a good time with this, even though I'm gonna have to read it as a paperback, because I'm not paying $16 for the ebook. I'm not telling that to you, I'm telling that to me, okay? I'm convincing myself that I don't need it. Next up is a book that I've had for a very long time. This is Skin of the Sea. I bought this about 3 years ago when I was in London for the first time. It says, when you peel back the skin of the sea, you never know what you might find. So we have a rewriting of The Little Mermaid. I don't know if it's like the Disney version, so Ariel and everything is pretty, everything is cutesy, or if it's more like the original fairy tale where she dies at the end. Sorry for the spoilers. If you have not read the original fairy tale, it's very dark and gory and it's kind of fun. But she essentially saves a guy who falls into the water when she's supposed to like send souls home. So I'm guessing it goes more into the like siren kind of mermaid thing, but I'm happy about it. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy this because I love mermaid stories. I just love them. They're just fun and cutesy and adorable and also like at the same time brutal, and I'm super terrified of the ocean. But I've been playing Dredge for like 3 days and I've played it through. I've been playing nonstop for 3 days. So now I'm in the mood for ocean, so this is fun. This is good. It couldn't come at a better time, honestly. This is a book that I'm not really excited of because this is actually one of the books that I've put on the shelf knowing I will probably never read it, but apparently here we are. I picked this from my vampire shelf, which I didn't know I was on the vampire shelf. I actually lost a lot of orientation when I was blinded and I didn't know where the books were. So this is King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett Sinclair. This is by the same author who wrote like A Touch of Darkness, which the first book I kind of enjoyed, and after that the books were just like super boring. So I'm kind of scared of this. I know that this is like a vampire love story. Okay, so our female main character is supposed to marry the vampire king and she's supposed to kill him. So it's an I've come to kill you trope thing, which I usually really enjoy. He realizes that she's there to kill him and she's like, if you do that again, it's not gonna end up good for you. It's gonna be interesting. I also heard that this is extremely spicy, but then again, all of her books are very spicy, so I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to it, but I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna tell you if I like it or not, because that is what I do. This is super heavy. This is Oceans of Sand by Jessica Flory. It's a girl in a boat and an ocean of sand to cross, so that's like a desert. So I think we're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Zooming through the sky, little Einstein, climb aboard and get ready. I'm supposed to read what's on the back instead of singing theme songs. The desert has always been treacherous, a rolling ocean of sand, giant scorpions, and brutal sandstorm. And now, an unnatural famine plagues the desert nations and threatens to destroy all. Despite being the only one in her village without a sand gift, Nora is chosen with her best friend Zadok to sail across the ocean of sand in search of the legendary moonstone, an artifact that could end the famine. So we have a quest storyline, which I love quest storylines because honestly, if a fantasy book doesn't have like a quest, I'm really unsure of what the end goal is. I don't know if that's just me, but I do love quest storylines. I'm looking forward to it a lot. It feels very good. It feels very like floppy. It's like 320 pages. I can do that. It's manageable. Alrighty, the next book is All In. This is the third book in the Natural series. I've read the first book, I've read the second book, I'm looking forward to reading the third book. These are teenagers that were recruited by the FBI because they have like special abilities to like see certain things and like work with the FBI to solve murder cases. However, I did not pick this out at random. I kind of knew that I was going to go for it. I'm glad that I did. I loved the first two books. I'm gonna probably enjoy the third book as well. I'm not gonna tell you what this one is about exactly, just because I don't want to spoil you or me, because I don't want to know who this is about, because I realized that each book is kind of focusing more on a different character. They usually work on cold cases, but this I think is the first time they're actually like really working on a not cold case, when all the other cases that were going on were also not cold cases in the other books. But it's fun. I'm really hoping to get to this quickly and enjoy this. It does have a lot of pages though, so just gonna mention that really quick before we actually go to the books that are gonna be a lot of work, which are those. Now here we go, The Prison Healer. I knew I was gonna want to pick this out, and I did. I'm very happy that I did because I've been meaning to read this, and I think now is the perfect time to do it. The perfect season, the cozy fall weather, the cold, the gloom. I'm ready. I don't necessarily know what this book is about. I have the entire series here. Sure, I don't have any self-control. We know this about me already, alright? We know this. So this says, don't let her die, we are coming. We have a 17-year-old Kiva, and she's a survivor, and she has worked as a healer in this prison for 10 years. But one day, the infamous rebel queen arrives at the prison doors, and Kiva receives a message that is, don't let her die, we are coming, because the queen is sentenced to a trial by ordeal. So for this trial, Kiva then takes the queen's place to like be in this trial. I am excited to see where this is going. Okay, I've been meaning to read this. I've heard so many good things about it. I just wanna read this book and this series and be like, I understand what it's about now. I'm happy, okay? Also, it looks so gorgeous. Like, you can't tell me this isn't the prettiest book you've ever seen. It's so beautiful. Okay, next up is Pandora. This book is about Pandora. So Pandora, you know, Pandora's box is the box that was opened. Well, it wasn't supposed to be opened, but it was then opened. And inside that box were a whole bunch of horrible things. There was a plague in there, there was famine, there was sickness, everything. But the good thing in that box was hope. I think that's like the legend of Pandora's box. So this is the story of Pandora, I think. We are in London 1799, where Dora, so I'm guessing Pandora, Dora Blake, is a jewelry artist who lives with her uncle in her parents' shop of antiques. So we have this vase that then gets delivered to this store, and I think they get weird. I don't know what's happening. I'm kind of imagining the vase kind of being like a Pandora's box. I don't know. All I know is that there's probably gonna also be a little bit of romance in there, and you know, I'm always here for that, so I'm excited to start reading Pandora. I've been pushing it off for a while, which seems to be the case for a lot of these books, so I'm here to figure out what it's about. I don't quite know yet, but we will learn together. And then the last book I picked up is this. This is Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. This is the Fairylit edition. I have 2 copies of this book, by the way. I have the Fairy Loot and the Waterstones edition. This was my last Fairy Loot box before I canceled my subscriptions because I was always getting the books twice because I had already pre-ordered them and then they came in the boxes. It's my own personal kind of history. I can live with it. Anyway, this is Swordcatcher. I think this is a love triangle. When I first saw the book, I was like, is this a gay romance? Am I finally getting a gay romance? I don't think it is. I think it's a love triangle and these are just the 2 guys and she's like not on the cover. I don't know. Because like here in the back, there she is. She looks like any other Cassandra Clare character, which is funny to me because it's just funny. Alright? It's just funny. It says here, one was raised to rule, one was trained to die. Welcome to the Chronicles of Castellane. 2 outcasts have the power to change everything, but will they grasp the hand of destiny? Okay, so we have these 2 guys who look similar for a reason, because one of them is chosen to be the prince's swordcatcher, kind of like his body double, in order to like have the prince live. He's gonna like be pretending to be the prince in public, so that if there is an assassination attempt, the body double is dying. I think that's kind of the plan. You have the physician who falls in love with Cal, I believe. I don't know what's happening, but I'm hoping to actually enjoy this book. I was really hoping to enjoy this book, and then the fact that I got 2 copies of it kind of like discouraged me. I don't know why. It just happened. It's like that one time that I was eating Kerrygold cheddar cheese, and I had 1 slice of cheese that was like, I opened the packaging and it was already moldy, and I was like, I'm never eating cheddar cheese again. And I've never eaten cheddar cheese again. It's been 12 years. Anyway, back to the story. I'm hoping to enjoy this. I'm excited for it. I don't know why I've not picked this up. It's been out for over a year. Like, what's been going on? Anyway, this is Swordcatcher. I'm excited to read this. The preface sounds good. It sounds cool. It sounds a little bit like a Barbie movie, which I'm not angry at. I love that. So that's cool. It's gonna be cool and I'm gonna have a good time. Alrighty, and there we have it, my TBR for the month. I am excited. I'm happy to read some of these books. With others, I'm just like a little bit concerned whether or not I'm gonna like them. But I think that's also kind of like the beauty of picking out a TBR completely blind, that you don't know what you're gonna get. And because I have so many books on my TBR, I actually literally don't know what I'm gonna get, so that's fun as always. Very, very fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you made it this far, tell me what books are on your TBR. I want to know, and I will see you soon for the next video. Bye everybody, and have a nice day. I still feel bad about this book. Like, the fact that I still have not read it, it kind of hurts me a little bit. I feel very bad, but I'm gonna rectify this, okay? Usually, when people, like, usually I say no when people try and send me books because I'm just so scared that because of my mental health, I'm not gonna be able to read them and that's gonna, like, hurt them. So I think I've received, like, 3-4 ARCs in my entire life, even though people, like, text me a lot and are like, do you want to receive this ARC? I'm, like, usually, like, no, but I'm trying to do better, okay? I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to find the time to actually read ARCs, so we're going places. But this book, it came out a while ago. Anyway, I'm gonna get to these books now because I have a lot to read. Okay, bye!